I know you're thinking to yourself, how can I improve my FC25 experience? Look no further. MONOEXP has the best, cheapest coins on the website. Best price, best guarantee. Use the code META for 8% off, bro. You can get literally any card. Go check them out right now. Bros, what it do, man? We are back with another video. Please ignore my voice, by the way. I'm a little bit sick right there. Yeah, just hate being sick, bro. But we're on the grind still. We are jumping into... what are we? I think we're like in Fatty's team 3 or 4. I'm not too sure right there what's the next promo or stuff. But obviously this is before the Friday of the next promo. Currently 6th of August right there. That's crazy. Doing videos in August is crazy. But hey, if you are still playing though, shout out to you. The game is fun now because you can actually play like or you can pack a lot of players. Nonetheless though, we do have the top 10 best players in each position now. When it comes to top 10, right, obviously everyone has their own subjectiveness, but I like to be very unbiased and objective as possible. It's not really like, you can't really be as objective to a certain extent at least, but I feel like yeah, there's some very good players, so I feel like a lot of people can agree with some of them at least. So yeah, very first one is the goalkeepers: Buffon, Van der Sar, Alisson. Come on, bro, like these are goalkeepers that are pretty much what most pro players are using right now, especially in tournaments, in champs. So yeah, I definitely think the best goalkeeper, in my personal opinion, is between probably Van der Sar, Buffon, and then I know you guys are looking at who's the best value. I always include a best value underneath, and I think he's actually also top 10, if not even top 5, and he's still best value. So he's ticking all the boxes. Is the main man De Gea, bro? Of course, definitely insane. When it comes to goalkeepers though, you got to look out for like the very nice playstyle pluses like Rush Out Plus, Deflector Plus, and I think Far Reach Plus for me personally, and I feel like a lot of people they do love it indeed. So yeah, and also a very good thing is looking at reactions, because that shows how good they are in terms of animations, how quick they are. So yeah, also their height is always a good shout, because the taller the better in terms of like reaching for the ball. So yeah, overall those are the goalkeepers. Tell me in the comments, do you agree with this? Do you think maybe someone deserves to get in here over someone that's in top 10, in my top 10? So yeah, let's jump over to the center backs though. We do have a couple of heavy hitters, right? But we also have some women in the teams. Now, I'll be honest, only Williamson. I feel like she's the only one that's probably the best in the center back slots, due to the fact that she has insane stats everywhere. She's got the Anticipate and the Bruiser Plus. Now, Bruiser, we can all agree, is just one of the best playstyle pluses when it comes to defense, because it essentially shrugs players off the ball and has that like physicality aspects that's heightened, you know. So when it comes to trying to like defend, you'll just check the Bruiser helps so much, especially with advanced defending techniques. I've been said it, bro. So yeah, Williamson, I think kind of compensates in that role, because she is a little bit short, of course. As for all women in the game compared to the men, no, I'm not sexist, it's just a thing. I do think she actually will compensate and be very good. So yeah, we got Bombito now. I'll be honest, I wanted to include like Maguire, those type of cards. I feel like Bombito is the best center back to come out of that season rewards or season pass, because he has the Bruiser Plus and the quick step. Now, it doesn't have any anticipate or intercept plus, so I can understand why people wouldn't put him as the top 10. I just felt like in game sometimes it's more than just stats though. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can actually just run cards that play well in game, bro. Do you know what I mean? You don't always have to look at stats, even though it's a huge contributing factor into how good a card is. We got there in the end, bro. We got Maldini, Thuram, Storm's very good. A lot of people love him. We got Milinkovic Savic. Now, he's probably the best to come out of Evos. This was the, I think it was, yeah, the 93. Now, you can't buy him, unfortunately, but if you do have him, you can Evo him to get to a 98, which, hey, he's 6'8", bro. Pretty insane card. We got Van der Ven as well. Very nice card in this game. I think any version of him, even like you can Evo him. Yeah, Van Dijk, come on. Do we need to be explaining this? And then we have some heavy hitters here at the bottom. Sometimes I'll include like honorable mentions, sometimes not. But yeah, Mamadashvili, very good card as well. Is he better than Milinkovic Savic? I probably wouldn't say so. I just feel like Milinkovic Savic is just a tad better. Yeah, could be a subjective. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, Saliba's good as well. Two heavy hitters here at the bottom. Campbell, bro, at 50,000 coins, probably the biggest steal of the day. Anticipate Plus has got Aerial. Amazing card, bro. Very nice. And especially having used and versed his previous versions, I can only imagine 97. Pretty insane. We got Desai as well. Anticipate and Bruiser Plus. alongside all those stats as well. Sometimes they say he doesn't play according to stats, but I felt like that card, having versed him, kind of irritating, bro, won't lie. Let's jump over to the fullbacks though. Now with fullbacks, I feel like there's just a free reign to use whoever you want, depending on your playstyle. But the main things I'd say in the fullback department is having something like a pace playstyle plus always plays a huge role in terms of like catching up to the attackers. And then obviously defensive playstyle plus is the more the merrier. And then bruiser plus, bro, for it, as I said, defense, very nice. I'd say the perfect left back to get is probably going to be Nuno Mensch, of course. Even though he's 3 million coins, you can still evo him, so you can get his team of the season and evo him through the new relevant evos, bro, and you can still get him to a very usable card. So you don't always have to be spending these insane amounts. But yeah, we've got some 99s that came from the Women's Euros. If any of you guys watched that. So yeah, overall, man, shout out to England right there. They won. So all these cards are heightened. They got insane stats. Yeah, we got Salma Pacha. Shout out Lafawale right there. We got Smith, Bombastor. James is actually pretty insane for his versatility and what you can offer. 5'7", 5-star. Probably the best plethora of playstyles for a fullback in my opinion. Maybe he just needed one more defensive playstyle plus. So it's probably not the best then. But yeah, very nice card indeed. Yeah, these are going to be the left backs. We do have the right backs underneath, and then for the Bacha is actually the best value. So these are the top 10, and then Bacha's best value, and then we've got the top 10 here, and then Zanetti's best value. I mean, come on, bro, it's Zanetti, right back as well. We all know he is not really great in game always, but this version right here that EA added is so good, man. I use him, he's very nice. We got Dumfries, Gwyn, Zambrotta. You could even argue that Zambrotta could be best value, and then Zanetti in the top 10, because if push comes to shove, I might actually play Zanetti over Zambrotta. I feel like Zanetti is just more OP in game. So yeah, overall, man, apples and oranges. We got Williamson, Bronze, Scott. Scott's really good as well. 99, bro. That card is insane. Probably the most overlooked card right now. Like I'd even get Scott over Bronze. Do you know what I mean? Even though Bronze is like 1.2 mil, she's gonna be good. She had a team of the year. We all know Bronze is good. Turam, Maicon, Kunde, very nice right backs. These are all cards that just have insane animations. They catch up to you. They defend well. Yeah. Speaking of defending well, we've got the CDMs now. I have separated it in terms of midfielders. We've got the CDMs, which are your defensive structured CDMs or midfielders. The holding, the deep lying, which a lot of people are playing now. And then we got the CMs, which are your box-to-box. You could say offensive playmakers, etc., etc. And then kind of, what is it? They tick all the boxes, you know. And then cams, which is literally your shadow strikers and stuff. So when it comes to CDM, you want someone that is kind of like a pest, very irritating, kind of like a mosquito, bro, literally. Someone that stays on you. Even when you try to get them away, they're always on you, bro. Do you know what I mean? They're out for blood, literally. So Caicedo, we've got Williamson. These are cards that have insane defending playstyle pluses. Like I'd say Anticipate, Intercept plus is nice. You got some very nice passing playstyle plus like Ping Past. I think Incisive is also a good one as well. The more the merrier, as I said. And also in game, they're just beasts. So we've got a mixture of both short and tall. Now I always say always have a balance when it comes to midfielders. So you can have two full like two tall CDMs, but I feel like because of how bad the gameplay is sometimes, you want to have someone that can turn and transition and like maneuver themselves. So when you have two tall players, it just doesn't help at all, bro. Like trees, you know, it just doesn't help. They don't move at all, and yeah, you will get caught. But I do think having a mixture of both is nice. Someone like a Matuidi alongside like Patrick Vieira, bro, is literally perfect. Even though both are like lanky, I'd say Matuidi is more on the cusp of very decent dribbling enough to at least maneuver himself. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Even Stanway alongside like Cantona is a perfect one. But yeah, run whoever you want. I feel like all these CDMs are just great. Tell me who deserves to be here that's not here. The best value those CDMs is, I couldn't even choose between the two. It's Shuimeni and then Mainu right there. That copy Mainu is so good as well. Everything above 90, perfect. I mean, that's for everyone. Everyone has above 90 now. But yeah, Shuimeni though doesn't. Hey, both really good cards. I'd say what separates the two is probably Shuimeni might be the more physical player. Mainu might be the more maneuverable player, if that makes sense. So let's move to the CMs though. Speaking of maneuverable, hey, these segues, bro, we're cooking. I do think the best card is Root Hullet, bro. I mean, argue with whoever. Come on. Who's going to stop that guy? Every version of Root Hullet, insane. We've got Pedri. Now, as I said, goddamn, bro. we never take price into account, right? But hey, it's a huge indicator to how good a card is. Like Rootwell, for instance, keeping his price at 5.6 makes sense. Pedri though, 160k, insanity, bro. What a card. Every version of him that's been relevant is so good. Xavi, speaking of good, man, in terms of short passing and just maneuvering themselves, you know, people that know, bro. If you have Xavi in the team, you know, just trust. It's a thing. He's so good. We got Toon as well, Guiaro, the Euros. We got Ham. I'll be honest, maybe I was a little bit too drawn to Ham again, but I think she's such a good card in game. The thing is, maybe she might be outdated, just outdated. I don't know. She's still very good though. We got Bellingham as well, Bonmati, very nice, Williamson. Best value though. Now this might sound very, very funny, bro. The best value card when it comes to a CM. People are going to say, Mike, you are absolutely tweaking. This Casillas, I don't know about you boys, right? Probably the most overlooked card right now. I know he doesn't have any like 5-star capabilities, like he only has 5-star weak foot. But hey, when it comes to a midfielder, this guy cleans up, bro. At 20,000 coins, just trust me. If you need a midfielder that's like a tank and that just cleans up, get Casillas in your team. I cannot stress this enough. Add something that boosts his defensive stats. And my friends, all I'm going to say is, yeah, one of the more irritating cards for the price that you're paying. Let's jump over to the cams though. Now for cams, these are cards that I'd say more the chance creators, but also the guys that are maneuverable, the cards that have amazing like dribbling elements, like technical plus, quick step plus. I'm trying to think of more. First touch is also nice, but I feel like that's more for the strikers as well. But hey, cams also helps, you know, if you utilize in like quick transitional play. Hey, first touch does help. We got Messi, bro. Come on, of course he's here. Mead and Toon for the Euros. We got this Neymar. I think the best Evo right now when it comes to, I just feel like usability. Like now everyone's gonna say, Mike, oh, it doesn't have this rolls. I don't care, bro. It's the main man Neymar. Similar to what I said just now with the way the player plays in game, kind of exceeds what they're lacking in terms of other stats. Like he only doesn't have Shadow Striker plus. I'd utilize the Shadow Striker plus though. He doesn't have the Playmaker plus, which can be a little bit of an issue, but I still think the Tiki-Taka Incisive will help. The Trickster as well, the way he maneuvers himself, very nice card. Bonmati, Dembele, Eusebio, come on. And in the best value, the main man Musiala. What a beast, bro. I feel like he has one of the best dribbling aspects in the game, and he just feels so good in game. I feel like in game next year, FC 26, he's going to be insane. A lot of people are going to use him, especially with how nice dribbling is now in the next FC, also what I heard. But yeah, Ronaldinho is a good honorable mention. I feel like maybe Dino goes over Neymar, maybe, because he has the roles. Maybe I kind of tweaked up right there. Hey, who would you say? This is a good, interesting one. For the guys that watch football. Obviously, I didn't really like watch Ronaldinho growing up, but I watched all his highlights. I watched like games back, and who do you think is the better dribbler, Neymar or Ronaldinho? I don't know. That's a very tough one, man. I feel like Ronaldinho was the innovator, but hey, Neymar, hey, he was on a whole different level, bro. This man in game, bro. Ooh, you remember that goal he scored at one? I think the Puskas. Oh my days. Let's jump over to the wingers though. Pretty insane wingers. You don't really need to be doing too much. Just have pace. Some good playstyle pluses as well. I'd say the best for this is probably going to be Trivela plus, especially cutting in from inside. So if they left-footed, right, it would be perfect if they're on the left, because let's say they're running down the left flank and then they use the left to Trivela. If you know how Trivela's work, same thing from the right side, vice versa. Very, very nice cards. I think these cards are just insane when it comes to pace elements and just the way they transition as well. Yeah, probably best in the game. Tell me, do you think someone deserves to be here that's not here? I feel like all these cards are just insane. Collectively, 15 million coins is crazy, but hey, best value couldn't decide. I'll be real, there is so much good cards, man. As I said, man, use who you want as well at the end of the day. Like, you don't really want to be comparing and stuff. Just use them and then sell them. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe they lose coins. Bro, we're in August. So use Javinho if you think he's good. Vinny is obviously good. I don't think he's top 10 though, compared to the other cards at least. And then Claudia Pina doesn't have the 5-star elements, but still very nice in game. She has a low driven quick step. I wouldn't put Claudia Pina over anyone here though, unfortunately, but very good card. I know a lot of people like Claudia Pina. Right wingers though, Messi's back, Yamal, Dembele, Pedro Neto. Kaka is still here. Now people would think I'm crazy for putting him in top 10 still. I think he is such a good chance creator, and if you know how to, he's in a quiet taste, right? But if you know how to like use him, he's gonna be one of the best cards in the game straight. Like the way I cannot verse this guy when he uses those pace boosts, etc, etc. So yeah, very nice. We got James, Lauren James, bro, very nice card in this game, and I cannot lie, the 99 one, Trivela plus, we've got the Ping Boss plus as well, Finesse Shot. When it comes to running down the flank, insane. Garincha, yeah, sorry, by the way, I have so much phlegm, bro, but yeah, we've got the best value. We got Ibarbo. Now tell me, doesn't this Ibarbo, bro, I don't know, no one picked up on this, doesn't this Ibarbo look like Michael Jordan, bro? Am I tripping? You cannot tell me that doesn't look like Michael Jordan, bro. If you put a Chicago Bulls top on that man, he's ready to play, bro. Do you know what I mean? Ready to drop bombs, bro. Very, very nice card, though. 97 indeed. Yeah, Cascarino, I think for the other guys that don't have as much coins, so I've included both versions of, you could say, best value. Still very good. Low driven, quick step. Yeah. Very last one is going to be the strikers one, bro. This one might be the hardest one, I cannot lie. There is so much good cards. I mean, we got the likes of Rooney, Puskas, right? That is not even in the top 10. Because there's just so much other better cards and so much, like, you know, insane cards. Like, I think this Eto'o overshadows them. Now, I think guaranteed Mbappe, Ronaldo, Ginola, Ronaldo, Cruyff, Pele, Thierry Henry deserves to be here. All the other ones can chill. Like Eto'o, Dembele, and Son, yeah. They're good, don't get me wrong, but they're at the end cusp of top 10. This is the best value. We got Dumbia, Suarez at 16k, bro. Suarez at 16k is probably the steal of the day instantly. I mean, come on, bro. Quick step plus, finesse shot. Doesn't have any, sorry, he doesn't have quick step. He has finesse. No, he does. He have quick step, finesse, and low driven. That's what you need. And then Muller, this is going to be the last one. And then, by the way, honorable mentions to Ronaldinho. He actually might be better than Eto'o. Why am I putting Dino at honorable mentions? He's literally one of my favorite players as well in real life. Just the way his aura that he had, yeah. Glazing is crazy, but hey, sometimes you have to, man. Shout out to Muller, by the way. Gonna be the end card I'm gonna show. 50,000 coins. We all know how good his finishing elements are. Now he has the low driven, finesse, and quick step plus alongside shooting elements that make him insane, bro. This card is instantly one of the best cards, I think, for strikers, for value. You won't miss, basically, if that makes sense. And also he has that like body type that when you're running in game, he's not too short or too tall, but he has that insane pace boost. So definitely get him in the team, man. He's gonna be good if you don't have coins. That's gonna be the video, boys. Tell me who's your favorite card right now. As I said, use whoever you want. Go check out the link, first link in the description, for MMOXP coins to get the best players in the game and enjoy it, you know, before FC 26 comes out. But yeah, I'll catch you boys in the next one, man. Peace.